Mlbb has heroes that are most popular because of their ultimate abilities. It makes them stand out from the rest of the heroes and sometimes enhances their skills and basic attack abilities. And today we will talk about some of the best ultimate in the game. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video I will talk about the top 15 ultimates in Mlbb. As you guys know, this video has redeem codes and I want to congratulate the winners of our previous video. Thank you for participating, and similarly this video will have hidden codes too. Find it from the video and redeem it at Kazukiofficialstore.com and your diamonds will be delivered instantly. Moving into the video, on the 15th we have Melissa, and you all know why her ultimate is on the list. Even heroes like Saber, Akai have a tough time countering her, and this makes it even worse for basic attack heroes like Sun to approach her. This ultimate works not only to defend but also to counter her enemies, and as versatile as it is only fair to put her in the 15th spot. After that, let us move to the 14th spot, which is occupied by Valentina. Yeah, I agree, the Valentina herself does not have an ultimate, but if you think her stealing ultimate ability is her supreme ultimate ability, and she can be a pure disaster to face against, that is why she is banned most of the time, so we had to put her on this list. What do you think? Does her ultimate deserve this praise? Do comment down below. On 13th we have Diggy's ultimate. You know it's bad news if you have Diggy on the opponent. No matter what you plan, your strategy will always include baiting Diggy's ultimate out or taking Diggy down first. Apart from Franco and Kaza, Diggy's can immune every other hero ultimate, and also the shield is very effective in getting the extra defense, and that is why he is on the top 13 ultimate. After that, on the 12th spot we have Lolita. Of course, Lolita is a hero that has more than its ultimate to deal damage and counter enemies. I mean, the skill mechanics and the effectiveness in the meta just makes her outperform any of the defensive tanks in Mlbb. But with her huge ace ultimate, she can not only slow the enemies but also poses a threat to stun the enemies. The main issue is you cannot spot her ultimate when used from the bushes, and that is why I think she should be on the list. Following that, let me talk to you about Tigreal, that is on the 11th spot. I don't think we need an explanation to why we have taken his ultimate on this list. If you take a look at all of the tanks on the list, you will find Tigreal to be one of the best picks. His ultimate combos are already too popular, and we all can agree how threatening it can be if you manage to lose focus for even a second. If you didn't use him earlier, try him out on Classic with your friend, and I'm pretty sure that you will find out why I put his ultimate on this list. Now let's talk about the next hero on the 10th spot, and that will be Yin. This kidnapper can just take one of your important hero to his domain, and you all know the rest. Even if Yin did not manage to take the enemy out, he can still do in their positioning and can keep the enemy stuck in the domain for 8 seconds. And that is enough time for team to gank and finish off the enemies. Then on the 9th spot we have Initiators. I'm so annoyed by his ultimate effects that we mostly keep him on the banned list. On Legend to Mythic tiers, we will be able to see Martis and Leomord being on to top picks, but Initiator on the opponent always act as a hassle. His ultimate dash countering mechanics will always be a threat to heroes that have dash skill specifically essential for dealing damages. So we had to put Initiator's ultimate on the 9th spot. Following that, we have Atlas's ultimate in the 8th spot. I have seen him mostly on the banned list because of his new frozen passive added on him, and not many people like being carried out by some stranger. His mobility and ultimate skill execution also adds up in him being one of the most fearful hero to face against. He can CC the whole enemy team with his ultimate, so putting him on the 8th spot is something he really deserves. After that we have Kaja and Franco on the 7th spot. They both are versatile with their gameplay and both can be very distinct with their skill according to different team compositions. Suppress ultimate is always a better choice to have when it comes to CC effects too. I seriously think that both of their ultimate are great choices according to many situations, so I want to keep them on the 7th spot. Next we have Hellcut's ultimate on the 6th spot. This will be one of the most terrifying ultimate on the list, as it not only hides your teammates but you will not be able to see your enemies on the map even if you are approaching them. The ultimate not only helps Hellcut in dealing with his prey, but also his teammates can benefit from it and can be combined with heroes like Johnson. So I decided to keep his ultimate on the 6th spot. If you are looking for 100% safe and secure diamonds, Kazuki Official Store is here to fulfill your need. We are trusted by more than 50k Mlbb players from India, Philippines and Europe. Do visit our website and browse between our various packs. On the 5th spot, I want to keep Johnson's ultimate. Johnson's ultimate is one of the most unique ultimate, not because he can transform or CC immune with it. His ultimate is unique because he can carry his teammates for an infinite amount of time. You all know the rest of effectiveness of this skill, and I'm sure you will also agree on this ultimate being on the 5th spot. After that I want to mention about Chao's ultimate, which will be on the 4th spot. You see, Chao's ultimate is something that many have experimented on, and you will be able to see it being effective in almost any game you pick. Being banned on the M4 for multiple amount of times, you can already know that this hero poses a threat. But it will only depend on the user on how they use him. Otherwise, his ultimate can easily reposition enemies while dealing insane damage, making it stay on the 4th spot. On the top 3rd spot, we have Akai's ultimate. Being an area effective ultimate, there will be no one who will say Akai's ultimate doesn't make them move. It can pin enemies in the wall, it can push enemies to the turret, it can reposition their formation. What more you can ask from a panda? Now let me talk about Este's ultimate on the 2nd spot. You just cannot ignore him being on the opponent. His ultimate feels like you have revived your teammates from the deathbed. Also, it's satisfying to see your enemies in pain while being unable to deal enough damage to kill your teammates, since it is tank meta. And the topmost ultimate of this list will be Faramis's ultimate. I have various reasons to keep his ultimate on the 1st spot. The fact that his ultimate can just turn teammates into undying monsters is one reason he is to be feared the most. If you don't use support heroes much, you won't be able to relate much. But facing opponents with Faramis will be one of the most difficult tasks. Also, even after killing the undead enemies, it makes them get stunned and immune for a certain period, which makes it an easy escape for the enemies. And that was my list of top 15 best ultimates in Mlbb according to me. Do mention your list in the comment section, as I love to read them. Here's a shoutout from our previous video related to Mlbb clip YT. Deepak, Ram Valaksen, Kilipong Jamir Apong and Hazri Daniel. And that will be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.